Beach, and today we have another interval workout for you guys to do today. I think you'll really enjoy this one, and the theme of the day is going to be a 20-minute interval. So we're only going to do this for 20 minutes. The format that we're going to complete this in is going to be an EMOM format. This stands for every minute on the minute. So you're going to do one exercise for a specified number of repetitions or time intervals. And once you complete that, you can rest for the remaining time that is allotted for you. We're going to have 5 different exercises. You're going to complete this for 20 minutes, so you're going to get through 4 rounds of this. As far as equipment that you'll need, you won't need anything but a backpack with some books or weight in it, as well as yourself and an 8x8 space. I hope you enjoy this one and let me know what you think. Alright guys, so the first movement that we're going to do is going to be a backwards lunge with a step up. So we're going to do this for 20 repetitions per side. After you do that, you can rest for that remaining minute and then move on to the next movement. So how that's going to look is I'm going to place both feet flat on the ground. Then from here I'm going to reverse and take a lunge back. This knee is almost touching the ground. This foot is staying flat. This shin is relatively parallel. And then from here, I'm going to drive this leg forward, bring this knee up, hold it for a second, and bring it back down. Bring it up, and bring it back down. Now that was a little bit slow motion, so this is real time. Up, back down, back down. We're gonna do this for 20 repetitions per side, then you can rest for the remaining minute. Okay, guys, so the next move we're gonna do is gonna be a plank, and we're gonna add a little bit of twist to it, so I'm gonna have you in 3 points. You're going to place one hand on the elbow and then rotate. So how that's going to look is I'm going to go in a tall plank like so. Then from here, I want to make sure that my back is neutral. So what I mean is pretend like you got a dowel and it's stuck on your back, touching 3 points of contact, the back of the head, the upper back, and then your tailbone. Okay? Then from here, I'm going to go on all fours. I want you to brace your abdominals, and we're going to go into 3 points. So I'm going to touch that elbow, touch the opposing elbow, and we're going to do this 20 repetitions. Things to look out for is maintaining that neutral spine, no dumping or rotating the hips, so everything stays stable as possible and stiff as possible. The only thing that's moving here is then my hand to touch that opposing elbow. We're going to do this 20 repetitions per side. The remaining time, you can go ahead and rest. Alright guys, so the next move we're going to do is going to be a squat to a bear crawl. Okay, so how that's going to look is I'm going to go into my normal squatting position. Now from here, I want you to grip the ground and then push outwards, bring the butt back and down. Then from here, I'm going to touch the ground and slowly crawl out. I'm keeping my knees bent the entire time and keeping a flat back or neutral spine. There should be little room in between the ground and my knee. Pretend like there's a sheet of paper right there, and that's the only thing separating between you and the ground. Then from here, I'm going to just hold it for 3 seconds and then slowly walk myself back, keeping a neutral spine, keeping my knees bent, and going back to that squat position. I'm going to go ahead and stand up. Now this is 1 repetition. You're going to complete this 20 reps. Alright guys, so the next move we're going to do is going to be backpack row. So how that's going to look is I'm going to be in a bent over position. So how that's going to start is I'm finding a nice neutral stance. Then from here I want to push the hips back, slightly bend the knee, a lot of bend in the hip. And then from this position, you're going to grab the backpack like so. Place any heavy items you might have around the house in the backpack. Then I'm going to row. I'm going to squeeze my upper back down, back together as hard as I can, and then bring it back down. We're going to complete this for about 20 repetitions. Alright guys, so the last move that we're going to do is going to be a walkout to a push-up, then back to walkout. So how that's going to look is I'm going to stand nice and tall, just like so. Then from here, I'm going to go into a toe touch, so try to reach for your toes. Try to make sure your knees are not bending at a point in time. Then from here, I'm going to slowly walk out into that push-up. I'm going to hold that position for a second. Then from here, I'm going to go into a push-up. So make sure the elbows bent at 90 degrees. Chest almost touches the ground. Then I'm going to press back up. Then from there, I'm going to walk back out. You can do the push-up either from the feet, or you can do it in the knees. Make sure you're maintaining that neutral spine. So imagine like there's a dowel touching your back, touching 3 points of contact, back of the head, upper back, and then that tailbone. So it looks like that from the knees, this from the feet. Then from there, I'm just gonna walk out as best we can without bending the knees. So in real time, it looks like this, nice and tall, reaching out towards the ground, going into that push-up, then walking out, just like so. We're gonna complete 20 repetitions of that, and then the remaining time, that minute, you can rest. If you like this one, let us know. Let us know how many rounds you got through, and tag us on Instagram.